Good morning, everybody. My name is Andrew Bear. Grateful to be able to come here this morning and share a few things with you this morning. One of the things that I want to share with you this morning is we're having a workshop that's being held virtually right across North America. Our dates for this workshop are October 26th and 27th, that's Central Time, and October 29th and 30th, and that is Eastern Time. Now, we've had a lot of people already booked for this workshop, and we are having more people book every day. This morning, we had some people from Quebec already registered for this workshop. It's a wonderful workshop, and what we deal with in this workshop is titled Building Healthier Communities. And so, what we deal with is drugs and how it affects communities and how it affects people's lives right across North America. And I'll tell you something, if we sit here and think just for a moment, many of us know somebody or even have a family member who, as a result of drugs and alcohol, are no longer alive today. And it's a very sad thing. We can make a difference. We can share the message. We can tell somebody about what's going on and how they can learn a little bit of things from somebody that's gone through hell and back. Now, if you were learning from somebody that didn't know nothing, that would be different. But you're learning from somebody that's been to hell and back. When I speak of this, I'm talking about my life in the pen. I spent 15 years in the penitentiary. I've lived a very horrific life because I've allowed drugs and alcohol to overpower my life. You know, one thing that I remember like it was yesterday, I was in Bowden Penitentiary, and I was on the verge of coming down to slower security, and the parole officer said to me, Andrew, why do you think that you got into the situation that you got into and ended up taking somebody's life and ended up coming to prison? And I said to her, you know, if I didn't have a drinking habit, I wouldn't even be here today. I said, I'm here because of alcohol. Alcohol's the reason that I'm here. And she said something that was really profound in my life. She said to me, she said, you know, Andrew, I know a lot of people that drink and they don't kill people. That was really, really heavy when she said that. I know a lot of people that drink and don't kill people. So when I started building my workshops all across Canada and all across North America, I put that very exact attitude and thought right into my workshops. We're masking some things. We're covering up some things. We got a lot of our family, a lot of our friends that are dying on a regular basis because there's some pain in their life that's way too much for them to handle, and as a result they need to mask that. They want to mask that, and they feel more comfortable if they mask that, because if they don't mask that, they're afraid of what might happen or what they might do, maybe to somebody else's life. So as a result, they don't want to be a burden on anybody, so they mask it. They drink. They use drugs. Some just use small drugs, if you want to call them small drugs, like marijuana. Smoke a little bit of weed. How do some people say it? Take the edge off. I just want to take the edge off. Well, I'll tell you something. Taking the edge off is where it starts. And then after you take the edge off, it goes to deeper drugs and deeper drugs and deeper drugs. The workshop that I'm providing on October 26th, 27th, and 29th and 30th is going to delve deeply into all of this. We're going to talk about not only drugs, but what gets us to that place that we need drugs in our life? What gets us to the place that we are so dependent on drugs that it takes over our life? I'm going to be able to address that in my workshop. It's a virtual workshop. You're not going to have to travel anywhere. All you need for this is a computer, right? You need a computer, whether it be in your office or whether it be in your home. Now, there is a cost for this, and you got to understand, if I was funded by anybody, man, all my workshops would be free, but I'm not funded. And I don't have anybody to be able to sustain me, to be able to keep me alive through the pandemic and through life for that matter. So I have to be able to put a price, but I'm not going to put a hefty price. I want to put a small price so that it's not going to be burdensome to people and it's not going to be burdensome to the community. So listen, I have already had many chief and councils that have already bought into my workshops. I've already had many health directors that have already bought into my workshops. I have already had people from Child and Family Services that have already had people come to my workshops. Now I'll let you know something. Um, Most of the time in the situations that we have in order to get people to these workshops, it's really simple. Talk to your health director. Talk to your chief and council. Talk to your if you work at an agency, talk to them. There's one agency, and I'm so grateful for them. I'm not going to give you their name, but I'm so grateful for them. They sent 25 people to my workshop. 25 people. That's an awesome thing. That means they're serious. That means that they're not messing around. They're serious. They want to see change happen in their community. But I have a lot of people on my Facebook here that are either in First Nations government, they're either in government for that matter, and they should already know we need to create a healthy atmosphere. And if we don't have a healthy atmosphere, we need to create that healthy atmosphere. That means that we need to go and send the message. And if Joe Blow is sending the message in a powerful way, what is it going to hurt you to say share, share? Put it on my timeline because I want to see somebody get that might make a difference in their life. We've got a lot of people dying out there. We have a lot of people that are dying. Their lives are already ended. For some of you, you know what I'm talking about. We've lost loved ones. And as a result, some of us really are hurting. Deep inside, we're hurting. We've lost loved ones at a young age. You know, I've seen funerals in the last 12 months. 25, 22, 21, 18, 19, dead because of drug overdose. When are we going to say enough is enough? We need to start changing our mind. Quit the colonistic mentality and start living right. Start living right. Let me tell you something, okay? October 26 and 27, all from Saskatchewan West are booking into my workshop. From Saskatchewan West, all from 29th to 29th and 30th. Anybody from Winnipeg, yes, but also anybody east. And we have a lot of people in Ontario that are booking in on my workshop. Very grateful for that, for the Anishinaabe people that are hanging on and working with my workshops. I am so grateful for my Anishinaabe family. And trust me, each and every one of you are family. You gotta understand something. And I might be straightforward and I might be to the T, but I want to tell you something. I've lived this life and I know how treacherous it is, and trying to walk out of this life isn't easy. So I want to tell you something. There's people that need a little bit of healing. There's frontline workers that don't know how to administer proper healing. They don't know much about drugs. They don't know much about different types of drugs. Well, we're going to talk about carfentanil. We're going to talk about fentanyl. We're going to talk about crystal meth. And we're not just going to talk words. We're going to show clips and videos and things like that that are going to really impact. And I want to share life stories. You know, I've been really blessed to even be alive. You know, I've got family that have died because of crystal meth. I've got family that today are dealing in crystal meth. And it's not a thing, it's not a pretty thing. And I watch them day after day after day. They make sacrifices that are very unhealthy. And every day they're a second closer to death. Some of them are losing their teeth. Some of them are losing different parts of their life, and they're getting skinnier and they're getting sadder. They're getting sadder. We need to help them, but we need to equip ourselves first. So I want to encourage everybody in this video right now. I want to encourage everybody. Let's take part. I want all of you to take part and do the small thing, because the chief and councils are already working with me. The chief and councils all across the land are already working with me. The health directors, for most part, are already working with me. The child and family service agencies are in support of the work that I do. So all I'm asking you to do is two things. Number one, when you go to my timeline and you see our crystal meth workshop called Building Healthier Communities, share it. Post it on your timeline. Click a like. All these things take a matter of 5 to 10 seconds. That's it. I'm not asking you to send me any money. Yes, the workshops are $75. For the most part, there ain't nobody going to have to pay for that. If you are First Nations, your band will pay for it. Your health department will pay for it. Your child and family services will pay for it, for the most part. And I'll tell you something. If worse came to worse and you had to pay for it, $75 ain't that bad. But the thing is, I've never had a community yet say, we're not going to support our people. And if they are at that place, we need to address that. So I want to let you know, on the 26th and the 27th, we're holding our Building Healthier Communities Crystal Meth Workshop, which is just for the West Coast, all the way up to Saskatchewan, and even Manitoba if they want to get involved. And then from the 29th and 30th, it's eastward. This morning we've had people from Quebec already registered. We've had social workers. So you got to understand who's coming to my workshops. We've got everything from social workers. We've got health professionals. We've got frontline workers, all forms of frontline workers, from NADAP workers, Brighter Futures. We've got every type of frontline worker coming to our workshop. But the thing is, every one of them is there for a purpose. They want to get stronger. They want to learn more. And I'm telling you, in my workshops, I don't just talk cheap talk. Cheap talk can be talked by anybody. But I talk real talk. I've been in the pen. I've used drugs. I've used heavy drugs. I've used everything from cocaine to crack, you name it, heroin. I've done everything that I could. I am so grateful today that I have not done crystal meth. By the grace of God, I haven't done it, and I don't ever want to do it, but I have family that have died as a result of it. And I have family today that are doing it on a regular basis. We need to reach those. We need to reach our family. We need to reach our people. We need to reach everybody, for that hopefully we can bring health and wellness to nations everywhere. This is Andrew Baird telling you, listen, our people are dying. They're dying from drugs that are used because we are hurting. We are hurting. Do you care about your people? Do you care about your family? Then stop your stubbornness. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Get out there, share this message. My poster's on my timeline. Share it. Share it. Please don't be stubborn. If you're a First Nations administrator, if you're a First Nations, whether it be band counselor, frontline worker, whatever, share it. Share it. If you're a chief in council, share it. Whoever you are, we've got to reach people. And the prices that I'm asking is not much. $75. That's it. And you learn a lot and you get a certificate with it at the end. My friends, death has reached our nations. Death has reached our homes. Death has reached our front door. It's up to us to stop it. Let me teach you. Let me teach you from life experience. Let me teach you from the learnings that I've gotten over the years, not only from myself, but from elders, from teachers, from different people, and from experience that I've gone through in life. Let me teach you. I guarantee you. And if you're on this And if you're on this message watching, you know what I'm talking about. None, absolutely none of my workshops are boring. Absolutely none. And I guarantee you, not only will you have a good time, but you will learn like you've never learned before. You will learn at a higher level. And I'm telling you, come to my workshop. We are opening the doors to have as many people as possible join the workshop. Once again, West Coast, Manitoba, East, Westward, 26th, 27th. 26th and 27th. Eastward, Ontario, Quebec, anywhere eastward, or even in the States, eastward. It's the same thing. Whether we're in Canada or United States, it's the same thing. And I've got a lot of people on here that are from the States. I welcome you aboard. I welcome you aboard. Let's get aboard. I welcome all of my American counterparts. Let's get aboard for this, okay? And let's make a difference. All I'm asking you to do is one thing, two things actually. Share and post it on your timeline. Share and post it on your timeline. We've had too many people in our family, in our communities, die because of drugs that are covering it up. We need to bring healing to people. Let me help people through you. Contact your chief and council, contact your health director, contact your child and family service workers. Tell them, I want to take this workshop. I want to learn more about this so that I can get stronger. It's an awesome thing. I don't have many people in North America that are not supporting my workshops. Most of them are online, working with me, supporting. And so I'm grateful. And if you've been to my workshops and you know that they're awesome, send a message. Tell them I've been to Andrew Bear's workshop. Post it on here that I've been to Andrew Bear's workshop. Man, they are awesome, awesome. Okay? Let people know this. You'll never, it's going to make a difference. People want to be encouraged. You need to be able to help them encourage. Thank you, my friends. I'm sick and tired of people dying. The only reason I'm even putting a price to this is because I got to live too. I got to live too, my friends. I got to support myself too. I don't have welfare. I don't have any COVID or anything, money coming in. So I've got to live too. And as a result, that's the only reason I charge a little small amount, pennies to the dollar, so that I can get food and pay my rent, pay my power bills and stuff like that. Outside of that, I don't charge much. And I won't charge much. I won't do it. So, my friends, I ask you to do that. Share this. Let your friends know. Let the people that you know, word of mouth is the best way to go. Word of mouth. Let people know. Listen, there's a workshop happening, crystal meth, and it's the major part of the topic. Crystal meth. How has it killed our people? What has happened? How can we make a difference? What can we do? All right, my friends? Thank you. Miigwech. Marcicho. Dinage. Hi hi. Wopida. I think I might have said that wrong. For my Dakota friends, I love you. Thank you all. Have a good day.